Hey everybody, it's Lon. We're back with another unboxing. Today it's the SNES30 game controller. This is a replica SNES or Super Nintendo controller that will work via Bluetooth. And there's another piece to it here also that we're going to explore when I do the review, hopefully very soon, which is a Bluetooth adapter for your SNES. So you can plug this into your Super Famicom or your Super Nintendo and use this controller or any Bluetooth controller apparently with your old classic console. So you can make your console wireless finally. This is pretty cool. So we'll be exploring that when I do the review as well. So let's take it out of the box here and see what it looks like. It feels very legitimate. A lot of other people on YouTube who've already reviewed this, a lot of my favorite retro gamers have said it really does have a very good SNES feel to it. And I would agree with them on that, actually. It really does feel quite authentic. And the D-pad feels right. The buttons feel nice. The same design on the original is here. So you have a concave button here and a more rounded one on those two. And I have a real Super Nintendo controller here so you can compare the two. So very close. And it's funny, actually, this one, the new one here feels better than the old one, primarily because the old one is so old. But they are, I think maybe the new one's a little bit thicker. Yeah, that's probably about the same. So they really did a nice job here, pretty much replicating what the other one looks and feels like. So what we're going to do soon is a review of this one. So this will work with your PC. It's a Bluetooth controller. It'll work with your Android device. It works with iOS, but it uses the older iCade format, so a lot of the newer games are not going to work with it. So that's the one thing that is slightly misleading because the box does say that it supports, well, I guess it does say iCade on there, but their marketing online was not as clear about that. So you will not get a lot of compatibility with it here. So in any event, that's the controller. Should work again with PC, Android, and Mac. It'll be a standard Bluetooth controller. And here is the manual. And we have some other stuff in here. They say everything old is new again. I would agree with that. And this is just a USB cable. Oh, a nice flat USB cable. So micro USB charging cable. There's a battery internal to it. And then, let's see what's in here. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. I'm pulling the box here. Oh, a little keychain. That's pretty cool. And it says, anniversary of FC since July 15th, 1983. Must be the Famicom. Yeah, 8bitdo Famicom 30th anniversary. So not an official Nintendo product, but they are commemorating that anyhow. So that is the 8bitdo gamepad. They actually have another one that is modeled after the Super Famicom. So you can get the Japanese version of this controller also if you want to go for that region's controller. So this is the one that was in North America. I think maybe Europe too, but the one in Japan looks a little different. And then this is the wireless dongle, and I guess it's powered by the console's controller port, so there's no battery required. There is a USB port on here. My understanding is that this is for sending firmware updates to this. And they have another one that plugs into a Nintendo, a regular 8-bit Nintendo. And they just came up with one that is doing the same thing with the Apple II as well. So I think we'll start seeing a lot of these little Bluetooth adapters for those other devices. And I think you can use modern controllers with it as well. So all sorts of cool stuff. Be on the lookout for this one probably in maybe a week or two, maybe sooner. Who knows? We'll see what kind of time I have coming up. Thanks.
This channel is brought to you by my Patreon supporters, including gold level supporter Eric. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/Patreon to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/S.